Hi and welcome to DevOps Fun. I'm here with Maciej Winnicki.
Hello.
Hi, how was your session? What did you talk about?
I was talking about serverless. The title of the session was the state of the serverless. So I was talking what is happening in the serverless space, what kinds of services major cloud providers offer in this space. Yep.
Speaking of, Simon Wardley, our first keynoter, said actually yesterday that serverless is the next big thing. And actually, when you think about it, we have an annual survey at JAXenter, and this year we introduced serverless in our survey. So it's a newcomer, and it immediately got in the top 10. So people are really interested in serverless. Why is that?
Yeah, well, people are interested in serverless because it solves many problems that we have right now with deploying, managing cloud applications. So, and what is probably the most important part is that it's cheap. I mean, it's way cheaper than, for a start, when you're starting some project, it's way cheaper than running actual like servers and databases nodes and all that stuff. So the most important part is pricing, the pricing model. The second most important part is that it's super easy to manage those services, applications. It's easy to deploy them and just run them anywhere we want. Of course, I'm talking about major cloud providers.
And you also said during your session that serverless is the evolution or revolution of the cloud. Why is that?
Yeah, to some extent it's a revolution, mainly because of the pricing model, that we pay only for resources that we actually use. And we are charged based on number of invocations of the function, not charged for servers that are idling or something like that. So that's why I consider this as a revolution. Evolution, because that's just the next abstraction level on top of existing infrastructure services. So yeah, so this is kind of like evolution, and in terms of pricing, it's a revolution.
And aside from pricing, what are the other benefits of serverless?
Well, definitely it's easy to run. We don't need to care about scaling because it's automatically scaled. We don't need about provisioning because, like I said, it's automatically provisioned. Also, we don't need to care about all that stuff related to servers, like monitoring individual servers. We just have function that just runs, and that's all. That's all we care about.
But I'm sure it also has some limitations. I mean, for starters, since serverless is kind of new, the tooling is also new, so that could be a limitation. What else?
Yeah, there are some limitations, definitely. The first, probably the biggest limitation from considering the technical aspects of serverless is latency, or like and the cold start of the functions. So it takes some time to run a function if there is no running instance, so that's an issue. And this, of course, influences the latency that we can get from function. But I think that we should expect those limitations will be less and less relevant in the future.
And a lot of people have said time and time again that serverless doesn't mean no ops. But still, there are a lot of people who still believe that serverless does mean no ops. So why is that this thing still sticking to serverless?
Well, in the current state, we are kind of like in the infancy of serverless. So we still need to manage all other services. We need to have some policy around deploying new services, deploying new infrastructure resources. So we are not there yet, but eventually we should get to the state where there will be only like developer needed to run everything. But of course it will take some time. So right now we still kind of need all those functions that DevOps or system administration do.
But it might still be the next big thing, as Mr. Wardley said.
Yeah, that's definitely, I guess, ultimate goal for the serverless, to be like completely managed platform for running business-related code and business logic, basically.
And how about the company? What's next for serverless?
Yeah, well, we as a company, we offer framework. Right now we offer open source framework. You can find it on GitHub. But also we are working on some different products. And one of the products that we're working on is platform. You can sign up for beta right now. It's not yet released, but we are expecting to release in a few months. The goal of the company basically is to just allow developers to create event-driven, large-scale applications easily with the framework and with other projects that we are working on.
That is very interesting. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the interview and have a good time here.
Thank you very much.